Mark, how important was it that when you rested some people at the weekend against Exeter, you still got a result, you kept the momentum going, and I suppose people put their hands up for selection?
The key point was to rest the players that we rested, to make them, or try and keep them fresh for Friday night. And there was no other motive, there was no other issue with that. Yeah, people get an opportunity to play and to show that if there are problems, that they're ready to go into the team.
And how strong is the benefit of resting players? When do we see that on the pitch? I mean, is it one that we could see in one, maybe 2 games' time? When does that benefit kick in, if you like?
We will only see from the games that we're going to play. Doesn't guarantee anything. It just means that we're trying to do the right thing and trying to get some freshness back into the legs of players that have played a lot of minutes recently.
Because of that, has training been any sharper this week as a result?
Training's always sharp. The way we play, the way we train, it has to be sharp. But you can train as well as you want. It's about on the day or on the night, and we have to make sure that we take that into the game.
How much mental strength is required to go there and perform? Because obviously, big ground, the atmosphere is going to be up. You went there a few weeks ago and beat them. That annoyed them as well.
Listen, we're full of respect for everything to do with Tranmere, the supporters, the players, the staff, and we know it's going to be an incredibly tough game. And you don't get into a playoff and think or expect an easy game or get an easy game. We know to be able to go to Tranmere and compete, we have to be at our very best, and we're under no illusions of that. And we know it's going to be a tough game. Hopefully, it's going to be a good game. And we perform to our capabilities.
Because of Good Friday, you know you can go there and get a result. Does that change anything in terms of the mentality for either team?
No, it doesn't change anything for us. We've not even thought about that game. That game's gone. We work strictly on the next game, and that game means nothing now. It's about Friday night and who performs on the night.
I know you work on the next game, as you say, but because this is a 2-legged tie, does that change any of the dynamics?
Not for us, not really. Like I say, I'm not sure we're particularly set up to try and play for a draw or a whatever. We want to go and try and win the game, and I'm sure Tranmere are the same. We just want to try and still be in the tie if we can come Monday night.
Yeah, I suppose it's important to not be out of it by then, isn't it? Because obviously it's 180 minutes.
After the last 2 nights, I'm not sure what out of it is. You know, you've seen 2 sensational performances from 2 English teams that give every footballer or every football supporter a lift that their team's never did.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's inspiration. It can also be a reminder, can't it? Just because of the drama of what this crazy game can actually throw at you.
Exactly that. You have to be on your guard if you're winning the whole time. And if you're losing, you have to never give up and keep going right to the very end.
How much more difficult is facing Tranmere because you both know each other so well?
I think people are going to try and make more of it than it is because it's Tranmere or it's Forest Green. It is another game. It's about on the day. It's who performs on the day, and it's as simple as that.
And it's about, I suppose, writing the next chapter in the history of the battles between you rather than the previous ones.
That's right. Like I've said, we full of respect for everything to do with them, and then they've got some really good players and good staff, and we know it's going to be a tough game. Injuries,
everyone okay?
Yes. Fully fit squad to pick from, yeah.
Wow, at this stage of the season, that's impressive. George Williams, obviously, you weren't risking last weekend. How close is he to being in contention?
He's back, he's fit, he'll be involved tomorrow night.
And to have that and to be in that position, that must just be really pleasing.
To have somebody of George's quality available to use tomorrow night is fantastic for us.